Hi, welcome to Cinderella Loves Disney. Thank you for joining me today. If you are new, please consider hitting that subscribe button as I would love to have you stick around. Well, I was tagged by Beth at the Collectionears Club to do the It's Good to Be Bad pin tag. And if you haven't checked out Beth's channel, you definitely want to. She is so sweet and very creative and has really great ideas that she puts out on her channel. So definitely check her out, and I will put her link below. Now I realize it is after Halloween. I actually received this tag in early November, and I realized that this video may not be posted until close to Thanksgiving due to the other videos that I've already filmed and have scheduled to be placed in the loop. Now this tag is centered around villains' names, but the questions are a little bit different, not necessarily villain related. For example, the first question is Pete, but it's really, what was your first Disney pin? And my first Disney pin is this little pin here that is got Mickey and Minnie, Goofy and Donald, and they're on a cable car. And I actually did purchase this in San Francisco when I lived in California. So I did get this many moons ago, but this is the very first Disney pin that I ever purchased. So the next question is Jafar, and the question is the villain is Jafar. The question is a park you would like to be Sultan of. And of course, my answer is going to be Disneyland, the original park that started it all, which is the only Disney park I've ever been to, but still I would love to just be a part of that. The third question is Cruella, which is your favorite Disney animal. And I thought about this one for a while because I definitely do like a lot of different characters in the movies and stuff, but I settled on Sebastian from Little Mermaid. And the reason I settled on that is because he can go on water and land, and he sings beautifully. So I thought that was just a cool thing to add. And the next question is Gaston, which is your most handsome pin. And you'd think I would have one of a prince, but I don't have a pin that just has a prince on it. And this is one of my other favorite guys, so I thought he would be perfectly fitting. It is Jiminy the Cricket, and he has always been a favorite character of mine. And I just love the way he looks here, kind of dapper with his hat and his little umbrella as a cane. And so I thought he looked definitely handsome here. So the next question is Hook, which is a fear or phobia pin. And I don't actually have a pin with just this particular item on it, but I did find a pin that has a little tiny thing on it here. This is my California pin, and in the very bottom here it's got San Diego Pier there, and there's a little or a small little Ferris wheel there. And my fear or phobia is of heights. I do not like heights. I do not like to ride roller coasters. I don't ride anything that goes high or upside down. So that's definitely my fear or phobia. So I thought that was something I could put in there. So the next one is Prince John, and that represents a family pin. And if you've seen some of my other videos, you know that I collect Chippendale, and one of the reasons why I related to them is because that reminds me of family. When I was a kid, my brother and I took a picture with them at the park, so that's always resonated with me as family. But this particular pin that I decided to go on, I thought it had everybody represented really nice in this pin here, and it is from the Winnie the Pooh ride. This is the 5-year anniversary pin from when it debuted at the Disneyland park. And I just love it here because it's got all the characters together waving, and even though they're not technically a family, they are a family, and they appreciate each other and love each other just like a family. So I thought this was a really fitting pin. So the next question is Oogie Boogie, and it says your favorite mystery pin. And I've never opened any mystery pins yet. I haven't actually gotten into that piece of it. So I don't know if this would really count. I did purchase this. It is a hidden Mickey pin, and I think those are kind of mystery packs. And I do have quite a few hidden Mickey pins, but I just selected this one because it's one of my favorites. But it's a simple flag with the letter D on it and the hidden Mickeys up here in the corner. But that D is just, I love it. It's like you see that D, that letter, that shape, and you know what that represents. And so that's why I decided to go with this one here. So the next question is Ursula, and it's a character that you would like to borrow a talent from. And keeping with my Cinderella theme, I am going to go with the fairy godmother because she just has that wand and can wave it and make any type of magic happen, and I think that would be a great talent to have. The next one is Chernabog, and it says your favorite fantasy pin. And I don't think I really have any fantasy pins that are kind of traditional that most everybody shows as a fantasy pin. The pin I decided to show is, I watch another YouTuber, and he's actually the one Disney YouTuber, the very first one I ever watched that got me into watching everybody else that's out there. And his name is Justin Scard, and he has Randomland Adventures, and he does put out pins, and a lot of them are Disney themed, and I've bought quite a few of them, but the one I decided on is this rendition of him in his outfit, and it's representing Indiana Jones. And since Indiana Jones is my favorite ride at Disneyland, I thought this would be the one that would be perfect to share. And the very last question is Maleficent, which is your favorite villain pin. And again, if you've watched a couple of my videos back, I said that I really don't have too much villain. I just have two things. So the one I picked is Lucifer, which is the cat from the Cinderella movie. And he's just making a mess here, sweeping up the dust in a little dustpan that he's going to end up spreading everywhere after Cinderella just cleaned everything up. So here's my little villain pin. So that's it for the questions. I thank Beth again at the Collectionears Club for tagging me. So I'm going to go ahead and tag a few people here. I realize that it is after Halloween, so I understand if you don't want to put this out right away, but even though it's sort of villain related, it's not. So again, I would love to see your content if you do decide to do it. The first one is going to be Magical Girl. The next one is Laura 2.0. And the last one is Disney Kid at Heart. So would love to see you all's videos. And thank you everybody again for watching. Make it a Disney day.